Hey, I'm Snow from Team ASAC 44, and today I'll be demonstrating our new Slack agent for international trading, Homelander. Usually, cross-border shipment decisions are complicated and they need inputs from multiple disconnected teams. Like trade operation wants the best shipping route. Finance teams wants a total cost to land under the budget, while compliance wants custom requirements and documentation. Most of this information exists, but it's scattered across regulations, freight data, custom portals, carrier information, and internal discussions. So every time someone asks a shipping question, teams end up rebuilding the same analysis from scratch. And that's why we built Homelander. It's a Slack native trade intelligence agent that turns a shipment request into a complete evidence backed decision and gives you reports or answers your questions. It's built for companies that move goods across borders every day. Manufacturers sourcing raw material, importers and distributors bringing products into new markets, and retailers managing global supply chains. Inside these companies, shipping decisions usually involve trade operations, procurements, finance, and customs. Since those discussions already happen in Slack mostly, Homelander works directly where the team already collaborates instead of introducing another dashboard. It researches the shipment, calculates landed cost, compares route options, identifies compliance requirements, analyzes operational risks, and explains every recommendation with evidence, using the multi-agent system that's working behind it. Now let's see it in action. Anyone from the team can either DM Homelander or just ask a question in a thread. And it doesn't have to follow a template. Like if it's missing something, then Homelander just asks a follow-up question. It's already running the analysis. Till then, let's check out what happens in the background. This is the entire architecture diagram of this project. So let's go through it. It all starts with the Slack message. And once it arrives, the message router decides whether this is a follow-up question or a new shipment analysis request. If it's a shipment request, the analysis intake agent converts the unstructured natural language query into structured shipment data. And once all the information is there, the analysis orchestrator takes over. And this is what makes Homelander different from a normal AI chatbot. Because typically a chatbot would just search the internet and write an answer. But Homelander coordinates a team of specialist sub-agents that all work in parallel. Each agent is responsible for a specific part of the problem. The problem agent identifies the product category, materials, and possible HS classifications. The tariff and regulation agent researches duties, customs requirements, and documentations. The port recommendation agent compares different ports based on congestion, transit time, operational impact, and the other intelligent agents simultaneously analyze freight conditions, commodity prices, supply risks, among other things. Instead of relying on a single source, every single sub-agent retrieves information using MCP-powered tools and authoritative public sources. And then it sends both its findings and supporting evidence back into the orchestrator. The final calculation are completely separate from the language model. Landed cost, duties, taxes, and weighted risk source, these are all calculated deterministically in the code. The LLM explains the number, but it never invents them. Once every specialist agent finishes, the synthesis engine starts. It combines everything into a single structured decision model. That single model powers every output Homelander generates, the Slack summary and the HTML report. Now let's go back to our shipment. So Homelander generates both a short quick summary and a full HTML report that we can just open in here or download. It starts with the major numbers and decisions, followed by an executive summary, which justifies all the recommendations. And these are all backed up by numbers. And these numbers are not generated by any LLM, but instead calculated deterministically. And instead of acting like a black box, it actually compares all the different routes in front of us. So every single decision is backed up by sources which are listed here, and as well as data, which is shown as well in the report. In the end, it has all the sources that it used. This makes it easy to review and confirm whether it actually follows what we have in mind. And in the end, just a simple list of assumptions and limitations. Now we can also ask a follow-up question like Homelander. Oops. What if we take the Seattle route? And for such simple follow-up questions, it does not call all the subagents that we discussed before. It actually determines which specific subagent this question is exactly for, and only uses those subagents. There's a summary of why Seattle route is not the optimal one, but also the pros and cons of it. So that was Homelander in action, a multi-agent trade intelligence system built for those teams that manage international shipments. It turns incomplete shipment requests into structured and evidence-based decisions by combining specialist subagents, MCP-powered retrieval, deterministic calculations, and transparent reporting. So instead of spending hours collecting information across different sources and departments, you have one source of truth and one place to collaborate. Thank you.